At the end of every case, without failure, there is going to be a health insurance lien, like a lien on a house, except it's a lien by your health insurance. And the health insurance lien is going to want money back. I know, crazy. You're paying every month premiums for your health insurance to cover you, right? For your injuries, for a sickness, for anything like that. But now all of a sudden you get money and the health insurance wants money back? BS, 100%. But in California, it is this way, and so this is how it is. When you receive treatment through your health insurance wants money back for the treatment they paid for related to your injuries. So let's say you get into a car accident and you go to the hospital and you go to a doctor and you go to a specialist. Your health insurance paid for all those things. They're going to want their money back at the end of the case. However, if you deal with an attorney that knows how to deal with those liens, we can always, without failure, get those liens reduced at the end of the case to make sure we put more money into your pocket. But there is going to be a lien on your case if you use health insurance, and they are going to want money back. Now, there are different types of liens, and I'm going to talk about that in a different video. But for right now, all you need to know is there is going to be a lien if you do end up using your health insurance, and we do have to pay them back. Although there are some exceptions, but they're going to want their money back for any treatment-related injuries that they paid for related to the accident. And let me tell you why that is. That contract you signed with Kaiser or that contract you signed with, I don't know, Blue Cross, it says, hey, look, Bill, Jill, Chris, we're going to give you health insurance every month for a fee of $500 per month. And we're going to pay for all your health insurance needs. However, in the fine print somewhere it says, if you get into an accident and the accident's not your fault and you recover money for the accident, you have to pay us back for the treatment we pay for related to the accident. BS? Absolutely. But that's California law and that's the way it is. But we work to get those liens reduced with the health insurance so we can maximize the amount of money we put into your pocket. So there's different types of liens, medical liens that you have on a case. There is a contractual lien. For example, Kaiser, that's a contractual lien. If you get Kaiser on the open market and you pay them every month, Kaiser's policy says that if you get into an accident and they pay for accident-related injuries, any benefits, they want their money back. Now, if you didn't get that Kaiser plan through Medicare, Medi-Cal, or an ERISA-funded plan, we're going to talk about those three later, Medicare, Medi-Cal, ERISA-funded, then that's a contractual lien. Contractual liens, you technically have to pay them back, but it's up to you. We always ask clients if they want us to pay them back because a contractual lien, we're not obligated to pay. It's you that has to make that decision. But if we don't pay them back, you run the risk of Kaiser either dropping you as a member, you run the risk of them not covering future medical care related to the accident, to those injuries. And so there are risks, but sometimes, we give the client the chance, when it's this type of a lien, to make that decision, whether they want us to pay the lien back only when it's a contractual lien, or whether they want us to give them the money and then they can deal with Kaiser themselves. Usually, we always err on the side of caution and we tell people to pay them back. Three other liens that we cannot get around. These are health insurance liens. So they are an ERISA-funded plan. Think Costco. Think big companies that have self-funded plans. They are federally protected. You have to pay them back. There's almost no negotiating with them. They're, in a sense, like organized crime. So there's the ERISA self-funded plans. 2, Medi-Cal. Medi-Cal in California, basically it's government, and the government always wants their money back. I think we all know that by now. And 3, there's Medicare. Medicare is also government, federal government, and they want their money back too. So those are the 3 types of medical liens that we cannot get around. Remember, we had talked about the contractual lien that we may be able to get around. The contractual lien maybe we could get around, but these other types of liens we cannot get around. An ERISA plan, a Medi-Cal plan, or a Medicare plan. Those are 3 health insurance liens that we can't get around. Now, we will get those liens reduced most of the time. I would say 98% of the time we will get those liens reduced. So it is good to talk to an attorney that knows how to handle those liens. Those liens are really important to understand, because if you understand them well enough, you can get them reduced sufficiently to put a lot more money into the client's pocket. So make sure when you talk to an attorney, they know how to reduce those liens. Super important to the net amount you're gonna get at the end of the case. Once you end up hiring us and we close out your case, we'll give you our advice and tell you what we think is best for your specific situation.